So, I guess I'm back. Long story short, I lost my Canon G7X like 2 months ago, and we've been trying so hard to get it back. We've been reaching out to the rental car company ever since and have not heard a peep from them. They've not been very fun to work with. I ended up just getting a new one, so here we are. Hey YouTube, I'm back. Honestly, I was really bad about vlogging in the first place, but now I just feel like I have a new spark now that I have a new camera. So I'm excited to share all of the life updates. I got married this year, went on my honeymoon, started travel nursing this year, I've been living in different states. I also do travel judging, so I'm like in a new state every weekend. So I feel like I have so much to like update you guys on and talk to you about. So we're gonna start vlogging in 2026. Grab a snack and let's chat. Allow me to reintroduce myself to you. So hi, my name is Destiny. I'm a 24-year-old girl. I currently live in Kansas, but I recently started travel nursing this past year. I was a June 2025 bride, so I just got married to the love of my life in June, and it was seriously the best day ever. I can't wait to share like videos and photos and product recommendations with you guys from that, because I truly had the time of my life. Wish I could do it again every single year. And then we went on a 2-week honeymoon. We went a week in the Dominican Republic and then a week in Aruba. Also the time of my life. We actually extended our honeymoon a little bit longer so I could be in Aruba on my birthday, which was just so special that my husband did that for me. So to preface, I'm a pediatric nurse and my husband graduated from physical therapy school in May. So basically from May, he went on his bachelorette trip, we got married, we did the honeymoon, we came home for 3 weeks, and then we started our first travel nursing and travel physical therapy contract. I just can't explain to you the amount of joy and happiness that travel nursing and travel physical therapy has brought us. We started our first travel contract in August. So we got married at the end of June, honeymoon through June and like part of July, and then we moved in the beginning of August to Arizona. It's a little town in Arizona, so at first we're like, we don't know what we're getting ourselves into, we know nothing about this town, but we're just gonna do it. We don't have kids, we don't have huge responsibilities other than ourselves right now, so we're just gonna up our lives and move 15 hours away. So we drove 15 hours to Arizona, and when we first arrived, I can't even explain to you, it was so scary. All we saw was like land and mountains and like no civilization the way that we came into the town. And I was like, oh no, what did I get us into? Are we like not gonna have anyone to talk to the next 3 months? But luckily it just happened to be like the way that we came into the town, and it was the cutest town. We met some of the best people that we still talk to this day. We both had pretty good experiences at our jobs. They weren't like 100% what we were looking for, but we were so glad to be able to help out in those areas. And nonetheless, we both learned so much, not only about ourselves and our careers, but just about kind of what we want out of life. So that was so much fun. Our assignment actually ended perfectly where we came home the weekend before Thanksgiving. Literally the second we got home from our 15-hour drive, we unpacked some stuff, repacked some stuff, and drove 3 hours to Kansas City because we went to the Kansas City Chiefs football game that next day, which was so good. They won, luckily, because this season has been a little bit sketch. We came home from Arizona and decided that we wanted to be here throughout the holidays just to like spend time with family, since we didn't really see them the last 3 months, and it just kind of made sense with how our lives are falling out right now. So my husband actually works PRN at a company that he worked at before we even started traveling, and then I'm currently taking the time off, so I'm kind of a stay-at-home wife right now, which never thought I'd say that at this age, but I am loving it so much. I do have a couple other jobs. I do social media, so I still like work with brands and do social media there, but then also I'm a travel dance judge, so I work with a few different dance companies, and I travel across the country almost every single weekend to judge different dance competitions for them, so that's so fun. So those are both jobs, but I get to do a lot of traveling and a lot of fun stuff with both of those jobs. They almost don't feel like jobs because I love them so much, but I am still employed, don't you worry. And then my husband is working as a PRN physical therapist right now, and he just has such a great schedule. I just can't explain. Everything's just working out so perfectly. And I'm like, God, I don't know what I did to deserve this, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jesus, because we just love this season of life that we're in right now. So for right now, we're gonna stay home and continue doing what we're doing, and then probably pick up another assignment like mid-March and move somewhere. It's just kind of crazy that we don't know where we're gonna live in the next like 2 months or so, but that's also like so exciting before we have kids. We're hoping to do travel nursing and travel physical therapy for probably about 2 years, and then really start trying for kids, which is also just so exciting. Both of us want to be parents so bad. So bad. We probably talk about it at least once a day, if not twice a day, about how much we want to be parents and just have little kiddos of our own. But at the same time, we're also like, we have so much life that we still want to live. And yes, you can still live your life with kids, but it just gets a lot harder. So we're gonna soak up these moments of just the two of us before we have a whole life of more than just the two of us. Honestly, I'd love for you guys to comment down below some more things that you want to know about me, because I'd love to just like get to know you guys, you get to know me, and this just be like a super like welcoming and loving and happy and sunshine filled community. community, because that would just be my dream. Some other fun facts about me: I love anything like athletic. I grew up doing so many sports. I started dancing when I was about 5 and danced all the way throughout college. I did studio dance growing up, dance teams with like middle school, high school, did the collegiate dance team, took dance classes all the time, which hence why I'm now a travel dance judge. I just wanted to keep dance in my life in some sort of capacity, and I've been loving that so much. I also loved playing volleyball. It's probably my #1 sport. I played that for about like 8 to 10 years, I think, and then I tore my ACL the summer before my senior year, and it was just so difficult to get back into volleyball. It was a lot easier to get back into dance, which hence why I danced in college rather than playing volleyball in college. I actually never thought I'd dance in college. My plan the whole time was to play volleyball in college, and then I tore my ACL the summer before my senior year, and I wouldn't have been able to get back into the season until the very end. It wouldn't really make sense for me to come back for like a couple games my senior year. So I just kind of focused on my studies and focused on my future, worked a lot, and then I was able to get back into dancing. It was just easier to get back into after that surgery with the recovery than it was to get back into volleyball. And I always had plans of going to this one college. I was going to be a pre-med student. I just thought I had my whole life figured out there. And instead, one of my friends sent me the dance team tryouts for the college that I ended up going to, and I signed up the night before, showed up, ended up making the team, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going to college here now. It ended up being the best experience of my life. I absolutely loved the college that I went to. I was so involved. There's so many things to get involved in. I also met my husband there. So I think God has a plan for everything. Everything happens for a reason. When I tore my ACL, I thought my life was over. I'm like, I'm never gonna be able to play volleyball again. It's never gonna be the same. Like, I thought volleyball and sports were my life, but God had other plans, and I'm so glad that I followed them, because it led me to my husband and the life that I'm living now. Honestly, I can't complain. Growing up, I also played basketball. Both my mom and my dad played basketball, and they really wanted me to be a basketball player, but they put me on an all-boys team in 1st grade, and it was not for me. So quit basketball. I also did gymnastics growing up, probably for like 5 years or so, and I liked it, but it wasn't like my true passion. I definitely loved dance and volleyball a lot more. I would love to join like a rec league volleyball team or something, somehow, to get that back into my life, because I haven't been doing that. I would also love to coach someday, probably for my kiddos, maybe before, but definitely want to coach my kids' sports someday. I think that would be so fun. I just love athletics in any capacity, and I'd love to keep that in my life. Last year, I tried to start a little running journey. I ran a few 5Ks and had a blast doing them. Signed up for a half marathon. I was in the middle of my training. Most of my training was in like the brunt of the summer when it was so hot, and I passed out one day after a run, and it just kind of scared me, and I was like, I can't do this in the heat. But it sucks to run like in the heat of the summer, so I was just like, maybe I'll get back into it another time. I ended up canceling the half marathon and just switching it to a 5K and doing that instead. I would love, mark my words, someday in my life, doesn't have to be this year, but someday in my life, I would love to run a marathon. I think that is such a big bucket list item, but definitely starting out the half marathon would be ideal. I actually haven't ran in quite a while, so I'd need to get back into 5Ks again, but eventually I'd love to run. Maybe we can have like a little running training program here together, because I think that'd be good. If any of you could please give me tips to run, because I go through periods where like I love running and then I absolutely hate running, and I never want to get up and do it, so it's really hard to train when like I don't consistently love it, you know? Anyways, I just wanted to do a short little get to know me video that I can post for you guys before I start making more content, so you don't see random videos and you're like, who's this chick popping up on my page? That's it. That's me. I'm Destiny. That's a little bit about my life, and yeah, I can't wait to grow this community and get to know you guys. So I hope everyone has a blessed, wonderful day. Love you. Bye.